our study. Okay? So why am I showing you a puzzle piece? Now, talk to your partner. What do you think it is? Why is there a puzzle piece there? It's a piece of a puzzle. You can help them out. All right, finish our conversation in 5, 4, 2, 1. Zero, gentlemen. The reason I showed you this is because, just like with our reading, we can't focus important. Okay, it is connected to everything else, then it doesn't have the same meaning. So our big focus for this next 2 weeks is this idea of piecing everything together, get the big picture of the book. Okay, big picture of a character. Right? What makes them tick? Who are they? How are they changing? Right? So if we think about Rob, one piece of information is him on that bus, walking past the three mongers and sitting in the back of the bus. That's one piece. And without everything else that happened afterwards, okay, that piece doesn't mean much. If we start thinking about him shouting at the crowd to leave Sistine alone, if we think about all the shrugs he ever did, we can start to see that there's a change in the character and that he is complicated. So you cannot go with one piece alone. We have to look at the entirety of the book and the entirety of the character. Okay? And that's where our notes come into play, specifically our post-it notes. Okay, so we put all of this stuff together by using our post-it notes in a systematic way. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that when you're ready to start developing a theory, you take those post-it notes out of your book, and you put them in your notebook, and you move them around. Almost impossible to remember everything that happens in the book. In fact, they've done a lot of research into this. Believe it or not, I'm not here to argue this number in the least. So just accept it for what it is, and if you want to investigate more to prove me wrong, please do, but this is not the time to do so. They estimate that you only remember 20% of what you read. 20%. So if I'm reading a 300-page book, at most, the most information I can have in my head is about 60 pages. That's a lot of information that we don't have access to. How do we get access to it? Sticky notes. We write down information. We might write down an important detail about a character. And we write those down, and we write them down, and we write them down. So that at the very end, when we're ready to really do the real big work of building an interpretation, the hard, high-level, rigorous work of building an interpretation, we have all the evidence that we need to start building the puzzle. So, first off, if you don't have post-it notes, making note of when a character does something, start doing that today. That is an expectation. You are expected. Okay. I will be calling some people together to work on that too. This idea of when do you write something down, you're not knowing. But if you don't have post-it notes going yet, you need to. This is what I want you to do right now. I want you to talk to your partner and show them Do you have post-it notes? Do you not have post-it notes? What's going on with your life in post-it notes?
I have also written summary.
All right, finishing our conversation in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 0. So this is my challenge to you. Number 1, if you haven't started doing post-it notes, do them. Start. Focus on one character. When they do something of note, write it down. Stick it in your book. Just start there with one character. When they do something that you think might be important, stick a note in there. Number 2, if you're using sticky notes, do anything with them, challenge yourself to do something with them. Review them. Write an entry about a few of them, connecting them together like a. Okay. At some point in time, your post-it note should start connecting everything together. And so that's 2. 1, no post-it notes, write some post-it notes. Number 2, you have post-it notes, you're not doing anything else, take a post-it note and write an entry about it. Number 3, if you're writing entries about your post-it notes, start building post-it notes together. Put 3, 4 on a page, trying to figure out how they're all connected. Write something about that. And last but not least, if you're already doing all that, super. Pat yourself on. We have jobs to do. We know it's your. Oh, sorry. This would be a transition. What do you think they need to do?
Go to your reading spots and take out your reading notes. And that time
Yeah, let me know when everyone's ready, okay? Be sure you're looking up.
Mr. Life was in the